All right, Dr. Hannah Williamson joins us, Assistant Professor of Human Development and Family Sciences at UT Austin. You recently completed a study looking at relationships after natural disasters. How did that study start?
Well, originally we were just looking at kind of how newlyweds, develop and change over time. So the first couple years after marriage are actually a pretty high risk period for divorce, and people go through a lot of changes. We just recruited some newlywed couples in the Houston area, and we're planning to follow them for 4 years just to kind of see.
And then Hurricane Harvey happened.
Yeah, so before the hurricane hit, we saw what we often see in these types of studies, that on average, people are, kind of going down a little bit in their satisfaction. People start, the newlywed period right after marriage, super happy and super satisfied. And that wears off a small amount for some people over time. And then when the storm hit, we took a pause. Obviously, we weren't, interviewing people right away. We waited a few months, and then we went back in to see how they were doing. There was a big jump. So people from before the hurricane to after increased a lot in their what we call relationship satisfaction. So how happy they are with their relationship, with their partner, with their marriage. Having gone through this experience together might have brought people closer together, make them sort of appreciate their partner more. These aren't things that people go through alone, right? Your partner, your spouse is there to help you figure out how to deal with it, and so they might see their partner in a new light.
Now, long term, how long did that increased satisfaction post-storm last?
Yeah, so for the next year after that, we continued to follow them when we saw that started kind of creeping back down. So about a year later, about year and a half afterwards, people were kind of back to about where they were before the hurricane. So it wasn't really long lasting. It seemed like maybe, some of those day-to-day stressors and hassles and things maybe start creeping back in. That renewed sense of closeness that people might have experienced, kind of starts fading away over time.
Dr. Williamson, Assistant Professor at UT Austin, thanks for joining us today.